Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you had an amazing day. I hope it was lovely. Let me just change that a little bit. I hope you had a lovely day. Um, let's see. I need to check to see if I'm buffering. Let's see what device is going to help me first. Not this one. Certainly wasn't that one. Not that one either. Let me share out the stream while it's going through its thing. Come through. I hope everybody did have a good day. I think today's going to be a nice topic. And I put it on the StreamYard so that if people wanted to come up on a panel, they're more than welcome to do so. To open panel. Sorry about that. I'm over here sharing out the stream and trying not to dance at the same time. Let's see. All righty. Oh, excuse me. Okay, still I'm not seeing myself. I'm on StreamYard right now. Oh, here I am. Let me see. Okay, don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. Lighting is okay. It's all right. So, y'all, how is everyone doing? How was your day? I know Daddy Days is here and gone. It's the middle of the night for him. So I appreciate that he decided to stop by anyway. That was really cool. Let me see. Hey, Sugar Love, what's going on? How are you? We have a member. We have a member. And it's Keely. Hey, Keely, how are you? What's going on? Sugar Love, how are you? I hope you had a good day. When you gonna go live again, Sugar? I just was sharing out the stream real quick. I have an open panel today. I'm good. I can't complain. I'm blazing hot right now. I think I might have to install an air conditioner soon. What was I gonna say? Do you two know each other? Do Keely and Sugar Love, do you guys know each other? If not, mingle. Both cool channels. So yeah, tonight, hey C Dupree, we have a member. We have a member. And it's C Dupree. Hey, what up, Wanda? How are you? How you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Every night? How come I don't see you on my timeline? All right, I'm going to and you know my bell is on. I never see you. I never see anything. All right, so I'm just gonna go over there today. Wanda, how you been? I haven't seen you in a while. You feeling okay? I hope you're all right. So let me tell you guys how my day went, because I'm gonna be in and out. Two things. Let me tell you about a few things that's gonna go on. So on Wednesday, I was minding my business. I was in somebody's chat earlier, minding my business, and I'm at work, so I'm back and forth to the computer. At one point I heard, yeah, Be the Difference. She a part of it too. She been I was like, what? I said, wait a second, wait a minute. What do you mean been challenged? And then I found out that it's a question challenge. And then I got another challenge about a half an hour ago from someone else that's doing another question challenge. I was like, you know what? Y'all already know how I feel about these question challenges. I'm nervous. I get real nervous about that because you have to talk about your life and stuff concerning you. And so I have to do those challenges. And I ain't no punk. That is one thing I'm not. I ain't no punk. So if somebody challenged me to do something, I'm going to do it. So Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, is a 40 question challenge that I will be doing live. I was going to do a pre-record, and I was like, you know what? Let me do it live. So that'll be a live on this coming Wednesday. They give me the membership option and then took it back. They don't. What? How did they take it back? Why? Hey, Burns. How are you? Burns, you were there too. You were there too. Hey, Victor. Oh, snap. Y'all, that's Victor Lee right there. That's Keely's husband. He been tearing me up in chess. Yes, that's him. So yeah, guys, my date. I'm glad that you came through. And let me drop the link. It's an open panel. I think it's something that we can all think about and talk about. You got this. C. Dupree, I'm challenging you next. I don't care if you're a content creator or not. You've been challenged. Ooh. They claim my page don't exist for that. Oh, that's weird. I'm very, since you ain't no punk, I challenge you to a game of chess. Listen, I ain't no punk. I've been playing you for the last 13 games consecutively. I've only won once, and I think that's because it was an accident. But I've only won once, and I don't care. I'll get up, knock down, 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 and not as hard. Soft blow. I still get back up again until I figure out how I can work the board in my favor. I almost had you this last game, except I made one little tiny mistake, and you see, you end up taking all my good pieces. Anyway, it's a good thing, right? I'm learning better. I'm getting better, and I'm learning more than what some other people have been trying to teach me to do. Anyway, today I woke up. I went to work. Work was good. It was long. Yeah, I got challenged. That's what happens when you be talking too much in people's chats. You end up getting caught out there, right? So that happened. It was a pretty decent day. I put out a few orders, which I'm so grateful for. Guys, you guys are amazing. After yesterday with me and Sister Fifi, all of you who supported, I appreciate you. All of you who supported by sharing the page, I appreciate you. All of you who supported by sharing it on any social media. I don't even need to know where, but anywhere you may have supported, I appreciate you. And let's continue to grow, right? So I was able to put out some orders today. Unfortunately, I had to order some more material so that I could fulfill another order. So I'm just waiting for that. And then what else happened? Now I'm here. And today's topic is, you won the game, honestly. I did, yes. Cool. Are you in the office at Be the Difference? I'm always in the office. I'm always in the office, Verns. I'm working all day, all night. That's how I do. But let me tell you, today's topic, I was thinking about it. I said, financially free. Is that a myth? You want to know why I started thinking about that? Because I can only assume, and we can see evidence of it, that when people who have amassed a lot of wealth continuously feel the need to have more, which makes me believe that being financially free is a myth based off of that. Now, I understand there's greed aspects, but to really think that you could be financially free, is that truly something that can be? So now I just say, you know what, based off of just feeling that here, I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to be financially free, because I'm always going to be chasing after something that may not be attainable in my own sight. So I'd rather be happy and to have all of my needs provided for. And all these other things that are plush bonuses, hey, That's like the icing on top of the cake with my little cherry on top and some whipped cream to go right around, right on top. So what y'all think? Is financially free, being financially free, a myth? Or is it really truly something that exists, and I'm just thinking too deeply? Y'all tell me. Come on down. Come on down. Panel is open. Yes. See, Dubry, you got me saying it just like how Jenny B, when she be in here sometimes, she'll just write yes just because she knows I'm going to say it. But y'all, have you ever thought about it that way? Where it's like, we always say, I want to be financially free. That's all I really want. But yet and still, you are financially free because most of the times our needs are provided for. We wake up, we have a roof over our head. Maybe sometimes it's leaky, sometimes it's not. Maybe sometimes the mortgage may be late or the rent may be late, but you still have a roof. And somehow the funds come where you can kind of catch up and sometimes get ahead. And then how about the times where you don't, like, this season that we just had with the virus? Some people got laid off temporarily. I was one of those people. And I feel like I was financially free then because I wasn't worrying about anything and I was still getting money. I think the terms of being able to purchase whatever you want in cash. Oh, that's a good one. I never thought about that, Burns. But with this cash, does cash even exist anymore? Hey, Carolyn Eats All, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Welcome to the discussion. We're talking about financially free. Is it a myth? Right? So, like, Burns, if we can buy everything cash, like before credit cards used to be acceptable primarily, I used to pay for everything cash and I still was like, okay, I have to budget myself. And I would always save up to have one little good gift at the end of the year, like a nice little plush gift. Once a year, I would treat myself to something plush, just once a year. And then everything else was just going into savings. I didn't think of it that way, but I want it just like you said, being able to have my needs met and have some of my wants. Yo, Vern's hit. You always owe something, even if your mortgage is paid off. You still have taxes. It's true. That's why I'm like, what's the point of trying to own anything? Does that make you, Verns? I'm assuming you're a homeowner. Does that make you feel like, dang, why do I really want to own something? Because when you die, they're gonna take the thing back anyway. Okay, let's just say you leave it in a will in trust for someone else, but they can't financially upkeep whatever you left them. Now who does it go to? Right back where it came from? So like, does that like make you feel like, was it a waste of time to own something? Or is it really a good thing to have some ownership in property and land? I'm just saying. Burns, you could come up too if you want. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can come up. It's an open panel. I'm just going to bring you a little closer. I feel so far away. But that's so true. I never really thought about it that way. Like, I remember a time where I just paid everything in cash. But then I use my credit card as if it were cash or if it were like part of my savings. So I don't really overuse it. I don't overuse it. I always say, like, there was a time where I used to have credit on my credit card. Yeah, that was me. I would just I would pay way in advance. So they'd be like, ma'am, you have a credit. We have to refund you at the end of the year. You have a credit. Like, why you don't want to keep that credit on there? It's like they want you to stay indebted to something. Yep. Some days you have the upkeep on the home, pipes, taxes plummet. Exactly. And God forbid if the pipes burst in the wintertime. You can't just let that sit. When the pipes freeze, you have to take care of that immediately. Whereas, maybe in the summertime, you can hold off a little bit. I don't know. I don't know everybody's financial makeup. or whatever. But emergencies always seem to arise. And then if you are a renter, even if you are in a rent to own type of home, you still have to do the upkeep. You still have to worry about if this and that will be okay. And you, at the end of the day, you still don't own anything. So is financially free a myth? Like, I guess you can make a little something, something when you sell. You know, you get a little chunk of chunk if it's worth anything, if you even want to sell. And where would you move? You have to use that same money to reinvest in somewhere else. So really, did you make a profit? I guess if you refi, you can make a profit. If you say like, it's going to be my home for the rest of my life and you just do a refi, having too much credit is not good. I know. They see it as you are not using your credit card. It is a game. You must let something report every month, even if it's $10. Yeah, Verns, that was way back when. They hated me. They sure did. They was like, oh, really? You think that you gonna try to beat us at our own game? No, ma'am. So now I just, I pay as I go. I don't have any outstanding balances, thankfully. I don't have any outstanding balances. So I don't believe in interest. I feel like you should be paying me interest for even holding on to your card and telling people how I never leave home without you. So I don't do interest. Mm-mm. I know you in finance. You know all that good stuff. Oh, I forgot to. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Vern's Junk Closet. I forgot to welcome you. What up, Coco? Today we're just talking about, is financially free a myth or not? And we having good conversation right now. How many people actually own or rent? If you don't mind discussing that. Ooh, sorry. It's the line. I mean, for me, it doesn't even matter. I would love to have multiple destinations to stay at. But then I'm like, I can't take it when I die. Ah, and who would there be to will it for? I don't have anybody that comes in mind where I want to leave something for. You know what I mean? Like a house or something like that. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind with that. Is anybody using all cash still, or have you converted to credit cards? And has the use of using an ATM card disrupted you in understanding how much you actually spend versus how much you save? I, to this day, still don't have an ATM card. I have an ATM card for the business that all I do is deposit. So I've never really withdrawn money from an ATM. I'm kind of nervous about that. I've never withdrawn from an ATM. I've always deposited. I've never withdrawn. Now I do online, payments here and there. But like, as far as using the ATM to withdraw money, I've never done that because I always refuse to have an ATM card. I figured if I had an ATM card and a credit card, I'll be in debt. Rent, I own mine, but I pay a mortgage. But do you get a lot of money back at the end of the year when you do your taxes for paying mortgages? Because they say that's like, you can use your taxes, you can get more money back by, submitting your mortgage. I'll rent. One day I would love to own. I use both quotes. Hello. Yes. You have to keep checking it or you will lose track. Right? Guess what, y'all? My lovely cell phone company, Verizon, whom I love to death. Yes. Sidebar. They called me today and they said, Miss Joy. I was like, yes. They said, you know what? Someone tried to call and said they were your brother and tried to get us to put another phone on your account. I was like, for real? I said, well, how do I know you're really Verizon? She's like, you're right, ma'am. You're not going to know. But she said, I think you should really go into your account, change your PIN, because they already know your PIN. I was like, for real? Yo, that's why I love me some Verizon. I said, that's why I'm your unofficial spokeswoman. Everybody I talk to, I've been telling them you need to come to Verizon because they will take care of you. And she was like, I know. I was like, I know. But long story short, Verizon done turned me into this automatic payment that I started to forget about the automatic payments because it's linked to my checking account. So therefore, that's going to mess up my checking account number. But I remember today to check to see when that payment was due, and I was able to balance my checkbook. How many people still balance the checkbook? I still carry checks. Do y'all carry checks? I have my little ledger. I'd be like, I've balanced my checkbook. I mean, hey, call me old school if you want, but that works for me. I'm able to save money that way. The laws have changed on home ownership. No more credit for owning a home. What? So what's the point? Do you feel like you would want to upgrade or downgrade, Burns? I use the credit debit through the bank. Yeah. You ever get tripped up, Carolyn? How about y'all? Has anybody ever gotten messed up with the overdraft fees? I wouldn't know about an overdraft. I've never taken a cash advance on my credit card because I was like, well, if I don't have the money, then how am I going to pay you back? Hey, Angie, what's going on? Wave me too. Exactly. You want to downsize by like Friday. Wow. But you just got a new fridge. It's not going to fit in the new place. Your new fridge ain't going to fit in the new place. Y'all check out Angie in real life. She's the one I was minding her and my own business. And, I walked away, came back, and all I heard was, yeah, be the difference. She challenged you. I was like, what are you talking about? The 40 questions. Angie, I'm going to do it live on Wednesday. And the title is going to be 40 Question Challenge, and whoever was the originator of it. And then I'll tag all you guys in there too. Yes. I guess when I think about financially free and if it's a myth or not, when I think about that, I'm just like, man, what's the point of really having any type of ownership of anything when it could potentially be taken back? Not to say that I don't deserve to have ownership for stuff, but like, I don't know, I guess at the end of the day, it makes your spending power a little, your negotiation power a little bit better. All right, I'll tell you this, right? I leased a car. And then, of course, the lease came up and I had to either give the car back or buy a new one. And I was just like, what I understood was once I leased that car, there was no spending power. So I had to start from scratch with buying something. So ever since then, I've just purchased cars and then resold it back once I was ready to get rid of them. And so it always has worked in my favor. As long as the payment met my criteria, I was just buying a new car, whatever. I figured, like Vern said, you're always going to have a bill. Might as well be a bill that you don't mind paying. I manage a checkbook and keep check filled out to me inside a huge amount. Oh, that's a good idea. My coworker a couple years ago made a check to me for $80 million. And to this day, I need to look at it a little bit more. I still have the little check by my little desk. I have it there. I need to look at it and just let that 80 million absorb. But if I got $80 million over time, would I still feel like I was financially free? I doubt it, because your taste will change, your spending habits will change. But because I'm a conservative spender, maybe I would just be like, okay, 80 million, but still you have to remember you have to pay bills, you still have to pay taxes. If you buy this, you can outright buy it, but then Hey, Ray Raquisha, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. We're just having a little conversation about, is financially free a myth? Yes, I didn't realize all the bills were due and forgot Verizon was auto pay. So that set me into overdraft. That's messed up. Call it forth. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Have you ever tried to call them, Carolyn, and be like, can you just, can you just forgive me this one time? And then call your bank and do the same thing? Hey, Flame, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Welcome. We're having a little candid conversation about financially free. Do you think it's a myth? Or is it truly a thing? Hey, Foodie. Hey, Pooh. That's my Pooh. That's how Foodie be sounding. Thanks, Foodie. I appreciate you. Myth? I'd love to find out. Like, for example, like if you Ray, if you ended up getting the denomination that you had in your mind that would make you feel like you're good. When you do have it, do you feel like, okay, do I need to keep up the Joneses? Do I need more because now, like, I don't think it's enough? Or do you think you'll still be satisfied with just that? Hey, Patty D, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Just having a conversation. Everybody saying hi. Oh, Hype Man is here. Hey, Hype Man. What's going on? How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you all day. Dang. I hope everything's working tomorrow. Sorry, y'all. Yo, it's the rhythm. It always gets me all the time. Hey, Recipe, welcome back to Hello World. It's that beat, y'all. I can't help it. My eyes closed. I'm into it all the way. All right, focus. Okay, good. They went away. Do you think that if you had everything financially in your head, like, you have that number, like, okay, if I had $100,000 with no additional like bills or anything like that, would you feel like you need more to feel comfortable? Or do you think that you'd be like, all right, I'm good? Oh, is everybody still saying hi to each other? Like, I really want to know. Have they been scaring us into different things by just using the vernacular? Like, oh, you should be financially free. You want to be financially free? Open this business. You want to be financially free? Do this online thing. Everybody's still saying hi to each other. Y'all ever hear that? Like, I hear that all the time. Be financially free. All you have to do is. Miss Full Roller, hey! For me, I don't need a lot. Not owing anyone anything is an awesome feeling. Exactly. Only thing that I owe is my routine bills. That's it. And that's the only way I think you'll be able to keep a credit score, just like Vern said, is, continuously paying something. But I don't know. I feel like after continuously hearing, you want to be financially free, I'm like, y'all joking. You have to be joking. There's no way in the world that I don't know if I could be satisfied with just being financially free with this scheme here or that scheme here, or maybe this thing here or that thing here, or maybe this thought here, that thought there, maybe these actual numbers here, there, wherever. I just choose, like, what Miss Full Roller said. I just choose to be like content with what I have and hopeful for more. And if I don't get more, that's okay, because I have what I need. Totally true. You don't need the financial burden. Everybody's chitty chatting with each other. Do you think that you could be totally free of financial bondage? Like, literally? I don't know if that's possible. I guess if you lived off the grid, you could be financially totally free, because you're able to sustain your own self. You don't need to pay electric bills, light bills, water. You won't be paying taxes because you're off the grid, I guess. I guess that's the true financially free people. Hey, as told by Tina. Well, look who came in the chitty chat. I've been debt free for over 16 years. Yes. Miss Full Roller, you should do a seminar to teach people, if that's something you know how to do, to teach people how to be financially free. I think that'd be so dope. That's the link again, y'all, if you want to come up and talk about it. Y'all check out As Told by Tina. She's almost at her 4K. So if you've never met her before and want to watch a couple videos of hers, just go on over, turn that red bell gray if you haven't already done so. Maybe play a playlist or two. Actor making $500,000 has $1 million mansion. Ooh, the expensive car and now no work for actor. Now he's a normal person that needs a regular job. Yeah, but you just said it. You made $500,000, but yet you own $1 million mansion. You already in debt. You only have $500,000, but you own $1 million house. You are behind by $500,000 already, in hopes that you get another role. And sometimes you don't get a role right away. You'd be lucky if you get 3 roles a year. That's a lot. That's a lot of work. Oh yeah, I mean, we cool. I really enjoy that, like, to be financially, to be debt free. So, Miss Full Roller, do you owe anything like outside of normal things, or even the normal things are debt free too? I wonder, because now I want to challenge myself to be 100% financially free too. Shoot, imagine that. The money that you make from your job, you can just bank away if you wanted to, or buy yourself a lavish gift more than twice a year. That's dope. To me, debt is when you overextend yourself. So you will never be financially free. You know why? Why? Yeah. And then, Patty, I feel like you can overextend yourself by not balancing your checkbooks. Me, you know how I end up staying with some type of money? Is I always make my checkbook at least $200 less than what is actually in my checking account. Just in case I might have missed a number or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to have a little cushion. No, man, I've paid off everything, including your home. Dang, Miss Full Roller. Oh, I love that. That is dope. You need to pay to live and pay to die. Think about that. Paying for life insurance for 10 years, miss one payment, policy canceled. That's messed up. Exactly. And then when you die, it's still not enough. You barely get into the coffin. I mean, I don't want to be cremated. You're going to have to give me a coffin. I don't want no box. I want a real coffin. A decent coffin. Yeah, I need to rest well. I need some pillows and cushions. That whole inside needs to be plush. My body needs to rest really well. I don't care if it's limp or not. It still needs to feel like, I just want my spirit gonna have to feel like the body is still preserved somewhat. That is new slave. It's true. And a lot of us have been enslaved to that. Sucks. One leg hanging out of the coffin. I know, right? Because the coffin too short. Ain't nobody breaking my feet. My whole body needs to fit in there good. You better customize my coffin. Want the whole 5'6" of me to be fitting in there nice and snug with little leg room. Throw me in the sea with my ancestors. I don't want no coffin. I don't want no maggot food. You don't want to be maggot food? I want to be maggot food. Because I don't want to be burned up and then maybe have a little piece of somebody else with my ashes. I want people to be like, oh my goodness, I saw Joy for the last time. Yep. But yeah, maggot food is disgusting. Oh well, so be it. I don't want to be fish food either. I want my whole experience to stay. That's the way it was. I want all my organs. I mean, I can't keep my eyeball on my tongue, but I want all of whatever I can keep down with me. No offense to anyone, just making a lighter. No, it's okay, Verns. I don't think anybody would I hope nobody would take offense to that. We just joking. But I'm dead serious. I want to be celebrated. I'm telling y'all now. Should I go before my time? You become the maggot. Ew, come on, sugar. Ooh, have y'all heard about, and I'm going to get off the topic of that. Have y'all heard about becoming like soil? I remember when I was vending one day at a Earth Day type of thing. It was a green festival. And he owned, a funeral home. And he said that was like the new thing now where people would be buried so much so that they become soil and trees will come growing out of them. I didn't get the pamphlet. I wasn't interested, but it was pretty cool concept. I have the accounts, one to pay with, one to play with, stuff like clothes, etc., to pay your bills, and home is paid off, 3 savings account. I know that's right. Right, sugar? She said you gonna become maggot. Them to fly. Yes, we're part of the earth. You saw them. Oh, you did see that. Yeah, that's the new thing. I mean, I guess if I could become a tree, that might not be that bad. Put a little purple on me. I'll be fine with that. But still, I guess we have to learn from 2 people in this chat. Miss Full Roller, 3 people, Miss Full Roller, Burns, and also Patty D, because they are an example of what financially free is. And Burns has the key to understanding finances if you want to go that route. So if you can honestly do that, I think that is absolutely dope. And that's a good discipline to have, to be able to say, like, you don't owe anything. You don't owe anything to anybody. You have the power to say whether you want to invest in something or not and still be good. That is dope. That is true freedom, y'all. You understand where freedom comes from? It comes from here. If you can free your mind and then free your pockets from this, that, and the other, that's dope, y'all. I feel like I've been challenged. I want that freedom too. And nobody can say, Joy, you got to pay this monthly thing, because all the money that I actually make outside of the taxes that are taken from my check, that's my money. All mine. Yeah, it's true freedom. So you're going to make me come up. You should. It's an open panel. Oops, and I just opened up a whole new tab. It's an open panel. Like, for real, while we have platforms like these, where did I just put the chat? While we have platforms like these, we need to utilize them in ways where we can actually learn and grow. What up, Coach Sherry? What's going on? How are you? Welcome to Hello World. There you go. I really feel like I want to be financially free completely too. Like credit card, what? You don't know my name. And I swear on my mother and father, you never know. Ooh. You don't know my name. No credit, baby. Dad don't wanna follow me, cause I got it in the chokehold. No one else can say that I owe them nothing. I'm financially free. Ooh. Dad don't know my name. And I swear on my mother and father. See how you could turn a song into another song? That's dope. We people burning down the neighborhood, they don't own one thing in the neighborhood: concrete, corner, or light pole. It's true. Y'all, I saw something truly wonderful today. What did you see? Yes, knowing yourself is the key. What you want, not what society or anyone else tells you. Why do I feel like I'm in a poetry club? All right, Angie, good to see you. Hey, buying spaces. Isn't it his house? Have y'all ever really thought about it that way too? Like, we all can become financially free. I don't care how old you are. It's just gonna take a discipline. It's kind of like how you learned how to walk, how you learned how to just be okay with certain things that you may not have been okay with before, but because it's become a norm, you're just like, okay, you just conform. But that true financial freedom doesn't really have to be a myth. You guys just debunked that. It's not a myth. It's all in discernment, discipline, and discretion. Like, do you really need to buy everything that you see? Do you really need to go shopping when you're hungry? Food shopping when you're hungry? Do you really need to buy things that are pre-made because it's going to be a little cheaper if you homemade it? She asked, not everyone wants to be a homeowner or own a car. It's true. Club Stan had a live today and saw a family member with only 2 people in her chat. What? She asked that we go to her chat if we can help watch hours. Queens helping queens. Okay. Who is it, Tino, so we can give her confidence to go on? Cubs Den. That's who she's talking about. She was crying? That's sad, y'all. That has been debunked, y'all. You can be financially free. That is not a myth. Miss Full Roller just proved that. Patty D proved that. Burns knows how to prove that. So whatever you do in life, if you truly want to discipline yourself to be financially free, it's not impossible. You may not have the latest of everything. You may not have the greatest of everything, but you can buy the greatest of everything if you wanted to when you're financially free. That extra $300, $600, $800 that you may spend in mortgage, car, or rent, that could just be going banking. By the time you're ready, you could have hundreds of thousands of dollars stacked away and nobody would ever know. That's dope. I was that way until I lost your job. Oh no. So now I'm working on being back financially free. And don't even, you know what, too? I think it's an American tradition where, you kind of reach a certain age and then you leave the home, right? In the Caribbean, you stay there till you get married and nobody says anything. It's not a big deal or anything because family stays together. That's just how it is. Like, think about all of the different cultures that come to America. They live under one roof, maybe sometimes in one apartment, a lot of people. And then they end up owning franchises. Not just one, but franchises. You want to know how they did that? They were okay with not being the norm. They were okay with not having the latest trends, but now they can be the trend because we invest in them daily. If you go into these chains, you will be claiming. Yes, as told by Tina. What's Steph say? I don't hit my car. Wait, hold on. You need to be happy. I've seen a lot of rich people are miserable because they don't understand what true happiness is. True happiness, I believe, true happiness is when you understand your soul and your purpose. And all those things come to you. Like I said, the whipped cream and the cherry on top, that all comes to you when you're doing right. Thankfully, I haven't needed anything for not, because I'm okay with just having what I have. So anything else outside of that is just, dope. I was wondering the same. I done lost the chat. Before you make a purchase, ask yourself, is this asset or liability? Absolutely. It's true. I used to save up just for one little thing a year. Now I don't even have my one little thing a year. I just say, you know what? Our systems are a little volatile now, so I'm just going to invest in a little bit of everything that I own, not things that could be volatile. You know what I mean? Dang, was that out your window? Yeah, girl. I was like, window wide open too. It is a little bit more to also some of them add some of your cash money when you enter the country. But they know how to work the system too, right? They know how to work the system. Oh, Ferns. We were all scared for you. And that car. Yeah, you saw me. I was like, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. There are many folks heavily invested in you, not wanting to know and being yourself. Miss Full Roller. Yes, you know it. You know it. Because what's more dangerous? What's the most dangerous thing? It's a free mind. That's the most dangerous mind. That's the most dangerous thing. A free mind that has nothing to lose. A free thinking person that knows they have nothing to lose. That's dangerous. Ooh, you hit that junk right on the head of the nail. You're from MIC, the melting pot. The foreigners were treated better than some of us that were born here, and I get more services. It's true. It's true. I'll never forget when I was in college. I was in a I was in an area where there was a lot of a certain kind, right? And I remember I was at the bank doing my little tiny transaction, and bank tellers be talking loud sometimes. And the bank teller told what the minor had in their bank account. I was like, what? But yet and still, the same kind of group was on welfare because they were able to utilize the system the way the system was invented. That account had $100,000. An 8-year-old had $100,000 in their. I just said, what? And yet and still, they were still getting all the services that our country could give, or the state. Let me just leave it at the state would give. They took it all. I was getting ready to get a new car, but I changed my mind because I only have 3 more months to pay on mine. I want to save some money and invest. I know that's right. Yeah, man. Hey, Octavia. And that was years ago. I just said, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And it's like all of them had accounts. Like, imagine if you knew how to utilize the system that way, where all you did was put money in minors' accounts and bank that money away, never got taxed on it, and still was able to apply for services that were for people who truly needed it and get away with it. Look, I had to file for bankruptcy when I was in my 20s. Gave you a chance to start over. I never bought anything I could not pay off in 2 years. Ooh. I heard bankruptcy isn't that bad. Filing for bankruptcy isn't that bad. As told by Tina, when you shifty and know how to work the system. There's nothing wrong with driving a 4-year-old car. It's not. Y'all, we gonna be financially free. All of us, every single last one of us in this chat gonna be financially free. If you haven't already done so, you got 2 examples of that. Miss Full Roller, Patty D. They are financially, that's what they said. They said they financially free. Shoot, I hope I didn't cause nobody to come want to knock on your door, but I don't know. If they're willing to tell you how, then they can share that how. But we gotta do better, y'all. This is the time. This is the season. This chat is meant for that. It's time, y'all. It's time that we not just say ownership, right? Ownership of things. We need to take ownership of ourselves. And part of that ownership is saying, I don't have to owe anybody anything. And feel comfortable with that. And knowing that whatever you're getting paid outside of the taxes that are taken out of your paycheck is yours. You know how much more money you'll have in your pay? You know how much more money I would have if I didn't have a car note? If I didn't have to pay rent? Y'all, we talking about some serious extra ducats every month. An important book to read is The Millionaire Next Door. I don't know how, but I want some stocks. Talk to Burns. Talk to Burns, Steph. Do you Miss Full Roller or Patty D, do y'all know about stocks as well? Yes, it's steps to take to get financially free. You need to put in the work. I know, right? And you know what's so funny? I have a friend who is in finance as well. And she was telling me, she was like, Joy, I'm surprised you even owe anybody anything. She thought that I would be the type that didn't owe anybody anything because I'm so good with money. But I was just like, oh, she was like, that interest rate right there is too high. Go renegotiate it. I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, renegotiate it. I was like, okay. I wrote a 9-part series about it on a blog, 2009. My car next month will be 22 years old. Wow. I need to get that one. Yes, a car note is a grip. And you know what, Miss Gigi, it's not even bad, but it's extra money that I could just have where I could put into investing elsewhere. That's the way I look at it. Because it's not like I can't afford it. I can afford it because I've been doing it. But imagine if I didn't have to do it. Where I could be putting that money that would make me get more money. This is a great topic. Financial freedom. Yeah, add that to your vision board. My last car was 13 years old. I would still have it if I could. No, I don't do stocks. What do you suggest, Miss Full Roller? Sorry if I'm picking your brain. But hey, shoot, if you're willing to, I'm a sponge. Hi, Diane. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. We just having a little chit chat. We just debunked that being financially free is not a myth. It is an actual possibility. But you have to be financially free from your own bondages and then realize that you're worth way more than something that's printed on paper that burns very easily and won't hold a value once it's burned. But something that won't burn as bad or as easily, that holds much value, is you. Do you know how many creditors would probably try to knock your door down if they knew that you didn't own a credit card and they want you to start being in debt to them? Man, they would send you all types of you're pre-approved for all this extra money, just in hopes that you might just click on that, give me assistance. Yes, I talk about stocks and I have a link. Okay. There you go. You got Burns right there. My suggestion is to get TFSA. It is like stock investments, but the amount is tax-free, at least here in Canada. It's only up to, 65,000 allowed. What does the TFSA stand for? I've never heard of that. Real estate and gold are the best investments I've ever made. I'm looking at you, Coach Sherry, like that song, They All Want You to Know, Want You Now, You Hot. Got that 800 credit score, sending you credit cards every day. Tax-free savings account. I wonder if they have that in the US. Do they, Burns? A tax-free savings? My goal is to invest in myself and getting to know myself, my talents and skills. That is something that can't be taken away or lose based on someone else's evaluation. I done fell back. It's true. The real estate market is about to open up again before the end of the summer. It's going to be a buyer's market. Land and gold holds its value around the world. It's true. Very true. Y'all, anybody who is a novice, including myself, at all this, you got some nuggets going down the stream. You just gotta pick it up piece by piece. Sometimes you gotta pick it up little here, there, and then smash that thing together and roll it out and make it work for you. It's lots of nuggets being thrown out here right now. And it's not impossible even if you don't have a lot of money. You better latch on to somebody smarter than you. That's what I want. I don't want nobody that's as knowledgeable as me. I want to be with the smart people because I'd rather be the one person that may not know a lot, but as soon as I get latched on to somebody else that knows a lot, guess where I'm going? Sorry, my shorts. Guess where I'm going? Right up there. Right on up there with them. Shoot. Remember that ego? You better die to that ego. Die to that ego and start being like, oh, well, want to have tea or coffee one day? Let's chop it up. It's nuggets all over the place, all up and down this chat. I still use a credit card, but I remember the hard work it took to get out of debt, so I ain't going back into debt. I don't have much money at all. Freedom is priceless to me. I know that's right. But you know what, Miss Full Roller? For some people, that's all they need and all they want as well. It's still nuggets. And it shows people that there's a variety, right? There's balance in anything, right? For some people, a goal may not to be a billionaire or a millionaire or 1,000 or 100,000 there. It may not even be a goal, but to know and feel comfortable in knowing that they're not the only person that just wants the simplicity of life, which is freedom. You done just gave them the confidence to know that it's okay. That's all right. And for anybody who feels like, oh, I didn't know you can invest in gold, or it's about to be a buyer's market, and you have a little chunk of change somewhere, put your chunk of change there. Or find out where you could put it there. Get you some gold. If you can. That's trading power. Let's see. Clothing. You are allowed to purchase up to 65,000 these stocks investments where any interest investments you receive are tax-free. Any more than the amount your interest be taxed. So it's like you can open up multiple accounts. 65 here, 65 there. And you know how some people have their children put a 65 there. That's truly tax-free. You can't tax a kid. You know what I'm saying? Nuggets all over the place. as I said, do not let age defy your financial freedom status. It doesn't matter. Every time you breathe in and out, you have the opportunity to make your life what? Better or worse. Even if it's just a gold necklace. Buying rental property doesn't have to be a home. There are condos out there that cost less than a car. Ooh. No, you cannot purchase that way. Okay. Your total cannot be more than $65,000 per person, not per bank. Dang. Well, it's worth trying. At least you corrected me. That's fine. But still, $65,000 is a lot of money for some people. $65,000 is a nice chunk of change. It's better than waiting for your 401k to cash in. It's way better than that, because guess what? You cash in your 401k, you got to pay Uncle Sam. You have to pay the government. And then what? You're retired now, right? So your power for your age limit has restricted you from getting some type of work because they think you're older, you're slower, They're not willing to pay you. So now is the time, y'all. Get these numbers. Your bank won't even give you T4 for these investments. What is T4? Even if it's just here. Oh, you need to know this stuff. Learning every day. Be a sponge, man. Be ready to be sopped up. And then squeeze yourself out where it's supposed to go into your investments, right? Or whatever it is that you needed. And then be a sponge all over it again. Fill up, drain it out where it needs to go, come back again. I didn't start my debt-free journey. Some people, hold on, let me read this first. Some people need the financial counseling. Just because you have $1 million today does not mean you will have it next year, right? And the value of money has changed so much that what could afford $1 million today isn't so. There are homes right now that don't even have a backyard that cost well over $1 million, depending on what city and state you live in. I didn't start my debt-free journey until I was 34 years old. Took you 6 years, 2 months. And after 40th birthday, oops, I misspoke earlier. It's about 14 years, not 16 years debt-free. I'm sorry, I don't know why I read it that way. Encouragement right there. Mobile homes are not a bad option. There's a huge market for it. They are considered to be affordable housing, easier to buy and resell than brick and mortar. I'm sorry I'm reading like that. T4 is a slip that you use for your annual income tax. Okay. It may be a different terminology in US, Diana. I'm asking. And guess what? A mobile home is the same thing as owning an apartment or a condo. It's the same thing. Don't worry about that ego. Well, I don't want people to think I live in a mobile home. So what? It still has running water. It still has a bathroom. What? All right, you own an apartment. You live in an apartment. Is it multi-level apartment? Are you able to go up and down the stairs in your apartment? You still can close off doors in a mobile home. Depending on how old your mobile home, you might even have one of them dope mobile homes that's sectioned off. Like, people are doing amazing things with these mobile. Don't sleep on that. I'm hoping to buy a house this summer. I'm over throwing away money. I know that's right. But you know what, Tina, as told by Tina, you're more than welcome to throw your money right this way. Walk this way. Spend this way. Now I'm joking. I want you to be financially free, as told by Tina. I'm sorry, I don't know the format in the. Okay, so it might be a little difference in that. Go to the city council meetings to see the projection of your town. Ooh, look where the growth is projected to go and see what's for sale. Nuggets. And you do not have to be a millionaire to be able to do these things. I remember there was a point in time that the lots in my town were $1 to rent. And I wanted to rent those things, but some people who were not financially savvy was like, no, Joy, that's a gimmick, da 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 da. So I never did. But guess what? Those dollar rentals now have multi-million-dollar homes on top of them. Imagine if all I had to do was sell the land or keep the land for myself and build my own house. There are entire mobile home communities. There are literally people that, for whatever reason, prefer mobile homes. Yes, it's true. I would like to buy a house and rent it out for income for when I lose my job. At least I have a backup plan for money. It's true. And while you're doing that, you can then use their rent money to buy or make a partial down payment on another rental property, and so on and so forth. But leave some money on the side just in case something breaks in the home. Oh, it's been an hour. We got to go. We can have a part 2 of this too, right? Because we need to have a part 2 still of homeschooling through a child's eyes or a teenager's perspective if they have to do it again next year. And we could do a part 2 to this financial freedom because, like, we need to talk about this stuff. Burns, I know you be talking about it on your channel. If y'all want to hear something every day about learning how to be financially free, Burns got something at least once a week that talks about financial freedom. She threw out a whole bunch of things when we were, in the first part of this crisis on how you can get extra income for your kids or yourself. Yes, don't worry about the building, especially if growth is happening. The land is the true value. What Ms. Fuverola said. That's great, but if you own a mortgage on the house, your tenant loses their job, you messed up. That is happening to a lot of folks right now. It's true. So then you might have to have a multi-unit one, where it's more than one unit. As a Taurus, you work for what that means. I know about that, Ms. Laura. Just say while I can. Yeah, part 2. We definitely got to do a part 2 for sure. But this time, y'all, come on up on the panel so we can talk. Don't have me up here by myself, just hanging and dangling. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know everything. I'm learning from y'all, which I'm, like I said, my sponge is a little bit full. When it's time to ring out, trust and believe that joint gonna be ringing out. And I'll be like, okay, what's the next thing I need to learn more about? Yeah, you need to have like at least 3 units. 3 units. So 2 units you rent out, enough for them to pay the whole entire mortgage. At least one rent to pay the whole mortgage. The second one, you can bank their rent for, if something happens, and then also bank it up so that you can buy the next property. Then do on so forth, so forth. Live in one, rent out 2. The next house you buy, get a 2 or 3 unit again. Boom. As long as one of them units is paying off the entire mortgage, you good money. Oh yeah, and then you have the taxes and the water too, right? But I mean, that's a little bit compared to that mortgage. I usually outside at this time. It's been raining, so I'm in the house. You see, Miss Fuller, you were supposed to be here. That's how our maker, God, or whomever you believe in, intended it. Yeah, because this is your first time, I think, really talking in the chat. But we definitely got to come back, y'all. I want to learn more. I want to learn more because I would prefer to do mostly right steps than to have to struggle to get back. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward, for anybody else who may have just been listening, you may have given them ideas and be like, you know what? I do need to become financially free. And it's not impossible. I don't have to just get rich quick. We don't have to just go on these get rich schemes or quick schemes that sound so not complicated, but is once you have to pay a monthly or yearly stipend just to be a part of it. And hopefully you end up becoming a salesperson for something that you were never supposed to be a salesperson for. That's all I'm saying. These property taxes, water taxes are only a bit compared. Exactly. So a little portion of the second person's unit can pay for that, or even you can pay for that. But the joint, this is where it is. Selling is where you want that big money. That's the whole big thing. Get that selling. Don't look at the rent as like, oh, I'm making some monthly income. Bunk that. That monthly income should be going towards your next property. All right, y'all. Y'all about to have me linked in for too long. It's been an hour. I appreciate you guys. But for real, we're going to have to do a part 2. All y'all I want to be on the panel come through. Because we can contribute to each other's lives. And that's what I feel. That's how I feel. Like, remember how I always say how humanity, if we put humanity first, we can grow together and do better. This is doing better. I am here every single night between 7 and 9 for the lineup this week. On today's Tuesday, tomorrow at 7:30 is Beat the Jiggle exercise program. Y'all, we need to get fit while we still don't have gym access, or whoever doesn't have gym access. I still don't have gym access. I need to get my little workout in. My hair is settling in, so I might just go ahead and sweat a little bit. Tuesday at 7:30, that's Beat the Jiggle exercise program. That's tomorrow. Wednesday, we're doing a live, and I'm going to do the challenge, answering the 40 questions, and I'm going to challenge some people. Thursday, we're just going to have another Hello World. Friday, we're going to have Pastor Kim here. I don't know. I wanted to interview her because I find something very intriguing about her that I wanted to ask her about and talk to her about. So she's going to be on here Friday. So y'all, we got a little bit of a lineup coming up. And then next week, so far next week, Friday, we have Keely coming on. That's my homie right there. And again, if anybody wants to be interviewed or talk about something, just hit me up. Don't wait for me to come out and chase you down. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I may not be thinking about it, but it may come to your mind. Just come on through. Come on through. It's for all of us. Mm-hmm. You are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. You can be financially free no matter how old you are or how young you are. The only thing is when you're younger, you just get a better chance because you don't have true bills just yet. But sometimes you get caught out there, depending on what kind of discipline you've been under. But either way, we can become financially free. Gigi's gluten-free. I don't know if she's going live or dropping a premiere, but she's doing something around 8:30. Check her out. I will definitely be there. I'm going to be two-fisting some chats tonight. Check out As Told by Tina. She is almost at her 4K. So if you can check out her videos, maybe watch a few playlists, be entertained a little bit, that'll help her on her way. Keely goes live on Thursdays. I don't know when the last time you went live on Thursday. Miss Sugar Love, she goes live on Wednesday, on every day at 8:30. I didn't know that. But we have a bunch of different places we can go to. Or whatever you end up doing. If you end up going off of YouTube, I still appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. Let's do this conversation again. And don't leave me up here by myself. Because for real, y'all have a lot to contribute and way more knowledge than me. I'm here every single night between 7 and 9. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Please comment. Diana, please come back too. You're always welcome to come back and check out all the people in the chat. They're really cool people too. They have a lot of cool things going on, so check them out. You will not be disappointed. I will say that much. So my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I'm signing out on another episode of Hello